What's up, my lady loves? I'm PokeCinema, and we are back for some more Pokemon Platinum version. This episode will be post-narrated due to Audacity problems. It was like, hey, let's mess up. But anyway, we got a rival battle going on here. Luke comes up and he's like, there's a battle. So, well, how's it going? Buffing up your Pokemon, hey? I'll test you and your Pokemon out and see how tough you are. Dibba derp. Okay, well, this rival battle isn't really that hard, and I know we're jumping straight into the battle, but really, this battle isn't that hard. His first Pokemon is going to be Staravia, you know, as he's had normally. Like I said, it's kind of easy. I mean, it's not that difficult. All you got to do is just have an electric or an ice type out. So let's go out with Octillery, because he has Aurora Beam, so that'll be able to take this thing out. So let's go for the Aurora Beam. Hit this guy in the face. The only problem with this battle is that he does use Double Team quite a lot. So what we'll get done in this episode is the gym leader and and all the gym battles and stuff like that. I've edited a lot of the video trying to, you know, make it short because it was a 20-minute video. But anyway, let's talk a little bit more about why my audio screwed up. Yes, this is a post narration. My audio got crapped on by Audacity. It was like, hey, you're recording? And I was like, yes, I'm recording. And it was like, no, you're not. And it just stopped recording for some reason. It was really weird. So it cut off after about the first 5 seconds of actual recording. So, I mean, why not just, you know, post-narrate the thing? But anyway, I think we're coming up on the end of this battle. So that's a almost good game. I guess his last Pokemon is Prinplup. Jade isn't really that great, hasn't been a help. I'm thinking about evolving it off screen, kind of like I did with Octillery, because it's really hard to train up. It doesn't know any good moves yet, and it really just needs some off-screen training, because I am going to have a lot of trouble training it up with in just my regular team. It's not good right now, but it'll prove to be useful later on. But anyway, his last Pokemon is going to be his starter that he chose, which is Prinplup. It's at level 36. Don't know why it's not an Empoleon, but I mean, this guy should be easy enough if you have a full team, or even a solo guy should be at like level 60 by now. It's crazy, but whatever. Mr. Wake, my own theme song, then he runs away. What I remember about him is him being obsessed with Crash Awake. But anyway, let's cut to the actual gym place. I'm going to show all the trainers. I'm going to show everything. But I'm just going to cut in between because I had to do up a ton of healing because my Pokemon were taking a crap ton of damage. But anyway, let's fight this first little tuber girl. Oh, it's a boy. Excuse me. His first Pokemon, and the stutter there. Yeah, I know. His first Pokemon is going to be Bibarel. It shouldn't be too insanely hard, but you know, they're okay. They're pretty good. But anyway, here I'm looking for something to heal my Pokemon. I don't really have anything to heal my Pokemon, sadly, so that means I must find some super potions. But you know. So anyway, let's talk about how this gym and what this gym is. Basically, there are logs in this gym that you have to get on certain levels to cross over in certain paths. You had to make the water level rise accordingly with these little buttons that are on the floor. I don't know how that works anyway. But I also taught Espeon Psybeam with a heart scale, so that's what I'm doing right now, teaching it Psybeam with the heart scale and stuff. You guys told me that I talked to the wrong person last time, which is really, really awesome, so thank you for pointing that out. And we need to get some more, though. But anyway, let's cut back to the gym battles. Alright, I've been around the world going place to place, blah, blah, blah. Let's fight. Okay, this guy has a Wingull at level 31, not too much of a problem. All you have to do is really just hit this thing with about anything because it's kind of frail. Its defenses are pretty darn bad, but as you can see, Water Pulse's confusion is very annoying. But anyway, take that thing out, and now he's going to send in a Pelipper, not a propeller. This is the much stronger evolved form of Wingull. It's really not too much of a problem, but for me, since I don't have an electric type, it can prove to be pretty tricky. But, you know, easy enough. I don't know why I used Bubble Beam there. And even Octillery's not doing that much damage. And usually Octillery's are heavy hitter. Not really our heavy hitter, but, you know, always doing good damage at least. But there's that guy. Now we're going to jump right into this Tuber Girl battle, which she has an Azumarill at level 27. Not too much of a problem. Razor Leaves take that thing out. And a Marill, she has a full evolve set of the Johto water-type Pokemon. You know what I'm talking about. And fun fact is, actually, Marill was my first shiny Pokemon. It was green, and I looked at it and I was like, what the hell is it? Is it sick? I didn't know. I tried like taking it to Pokemon centers and healing it. I had no idea why it was green. I thought it was sick and dying. And then it evolved and it turned gold, and I really liked it. And then I released it because I was really scared that my game was glitched, which is so dumb of me. I was an idiot. But anyway, let's check on this Fisher, which he has a Goldeen at level 28. He also has a Seeking and a Gyarados on his team. He's got pretty big hitters on his team. I was worried about the Gyarados, though, because like I said before, I don't have an electric type, so that really sucks for me. And at this point, I should have healed up my Pokemon. I don't think I had a Super Potion. I might have. Yeah, okay, I have. But anyway, I'm trying to level up Stefani because I want to get this Pokemon a certain move that it learns. It learns a pretty nice move coming up here that'll help us out a lot in the future, actually. But anyway, for now, we're just stuck using Razor Leaf, but it's not too much of a problem. It takes things out. Alright, he's going to go back in with his Gyarados, so I guess switching to Cloud would be the smart idea here. Going for that Psybeam, which I love Psybeam, and Cloud's special attack is just crazy, so that Gyarados doesn't serve any purpose or problem. But anyway, now we're here with our last trainer in this gym. He's got a Wingull at level 29. Like I said before, these things aren't really too much of a challenge. I mean, these guys almost die to anything in one hit. And now his next Pokemon is going to be Shellos. Really, again, not much of a problem. Bullet Seed should be able to take this thing out, or any grass type move for that matter. But here we go, Bullet Seed again, and that's a good game. That is GG, and we're at level 31, which is nice. We're gonna have trouble catching up to Rick and Cloud. I can already see that. I feel like they're like the parents of the team or whatever. But his last Pokemon's gonna be Golduck. It's a pretty hard hitter, actually. Like, it hits, and it does a good amount of damage, so watch out for it. I know a lot of people underestimate Psyduck and Golduck and all those, but, you know, they're nothing to be underestimated. Welcome, I don't get challenged very often. The glory of now beholding the Pastoria Gym. Yeah, I can't read, but whatever. That's right, I'm Crasher Wake. My Pokemon were toughened up by the stormy white waters. They'll take everything you can throw at them, and then pull you under. Oh, that's a little creepy. Victory will be ours. Come on, let's get it done. Let's get her done. Anyway, here we go. This is Crasher Wake. He's not really challenging, to be honest. I mean, actually, what am I saying? He gave me a run for my money. But if you have a grass type and electric type, you shouldn't have any problem here. But for me, unfortunately, I can't do that good. As you can see here, his Floatzel has Ice Fang, so that's something you need to watch out for. Along with Brine, you know, that hits pretty darn hard, and they all were packed with some kind of dark type move, well, except for Quagsire. But, you know, he's a pretty tricky gym leader. He's definitely a huge step up from Maylene and all those other gym leaders. But anyway, let's Psybeam this Gyarados, just like we did that last Gyarados. And it's going to do a good amount of damage, but it's not going to be able to take this thing out. And at this point, I was really worried about his Bite and Crunch. I was worried about how it's going to affect my team. But anyway, Psybeam here should and will take out this Gyarados, no problem. Which will also be enough to level up Stefani, which is great. So awesome. Stefani's actually learning this move that I wanted her to learn, which is Magical Leaf. We're going to get rid of Razor Leaf for it because our special attack is actually a lot higher than our attack. So there we go. We're learning Razor Leaf, which is great. Get some EXP for Cloud as well. We love Cloud. He's a sexy man. I didn't see who he's going out with. I believe it was Floatzel. But here I'm switching out to Stefani because I didn't know at this point if this thing had an Ice-type move. I kind of had a hunch that it had Ice Fang or Thunder Fang, but I wasn't for sure which one. So it actually did have Ice Fang and was more than enough to take out Stefani, sadly. I believe our Magical Leaf would have done a good amount. I don't think it would have killed anyway. But anyway, here's his strongest Pokemon, Floatzel. That's a perfect example of its pure attacking power. It's crazy. So what I'm going to do here is switch out to Slave because I want to switch my Pokemon around, you know. I want to get them going all sexy, and I want to make sure that they, I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I really have no idea. I want to make sure that they could take this thing out. But the thing is, I didn't realize at this point that he also had Crunch. It's something that I completely overlooked. He is packed with Crunch, so you have to watch out for that. So like I said, Crunch is more than enough to take me out, so I was really worried at this point. I thought this Floatzel was going to take me out, and it really does look like this Floatzel is going to sweep my team. So anyway, let's go with Rick, and You know, Mach Punch in close combat. I should have went for the close combat here. It was actually a mistake that I made. Close combat would have been done more than half, and then a Mach Punch would have taken that thing out, no problem. But I really wasn't thinking. I was thinking that this thing would, you know, outspeed me or whatever. I was just really worried about what was going to happen. You know how that is. Y'all know how that is. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he gets to heal up from his berry, which is great because he doesn't actually use the Hyper Potion, which is also nice for us. And hopefully this commentary doesn't get out of sync. I really hope it doesn't. Alright, but anyway, that's enough to take us out finally. So what I'm going to do here is go in with Octopussy and just heal up Rick really quickly with a revive and junk like that. So there we go, use the revive on him, and Crunch C does a lot. The attacking power of this Floatzel is just crazy. It is a beast, it's crazy. So anyway, let's go with Rick. After we heal him up, of course, let's go back out with Rick. And then we're going to use a close combat, which will be enough to take this guy out. So here we go, punch him in the nuts and all over. There we go, he's like, bring it on. I really like how Floatzel's sprite also complements, like, Crasher Wake, like they're the same. I really like how they did that in Pokemon Platinum versus like the other games. It looks really nice. But anyway, now we've gained a level to level 41, which is awesome, and now he's gonna go out with his last Pokemon, Quagsire. This thing shouldn't give us too much trouble because, I mean, all around it's not the best attacker, nor is it a good special attacker. It's more of a tank. But again, even with the defense drop, like I said, it's not an attacker. It is so bad. So one close combat takes it down to about 1 HP, which is freaking insane. And now he's going to go with Rock Tomb, which will do nothing to me. I don't know why he didn't use Brine or whatever water type move he have. It would have done way more. But whatever. I just go for the Mach Punch here, but he has a Hyper Potion. I completely forgot about it, and I was pretty angry, so I super sped it. But anyway, that's Crasher Wake defeated. It's great. You know, that was a good battle. It's the first challenging battle that we've actually had. It seems the Undertow pulled me under, but I had a great time battling. You earned this. Alright, well, you know what? I think that's going to be all for this episode, so thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and all that stuff. So again, thank you all for watching. See you guys next time.